everyone, and welcome to Ringside Rotary. Yes, where we are hitting truth in the face. I am your co-host Charmaine, along with DJ Steele, and today we have a special guest, Quentin Akins, who is the co-owner and director of Title Boxing. Bam!
Title Boxing Club.
So you want to give a little introduction of yourself, Quentin?
Absolutely. Well, again, my name is Quentin Akins. You know, in the fitness industry, they call me Q. So I've been in this industry for a little bit over 18 years now.
A long time.
Yeah.
Real long time.
It's flown by. But I've had the pleasure to be able to help people and come across all people of all different walks of life and things like that.
So you say, you had the benefit of helping people. What made you get into this industry of health and fitness, and what turned you on?
Wait, before you answer that, didn't you used to be a DJ?
Man, why you gonna bring that up? We're talking about health and fitness.
So he's been helping people out for a long time.
I have.
People get fit.
In my former life, I was a DJ. I did that for a little while, and then I transitioned over, got out of the clubs, and started really walking in my calling. So.
There you go.
Okay, calling. So we're going to interject and put that back in there. You said his calling. What made you get into the whole health and fitness?
If you ask me, I think it was more accidental than it was purposeful.
Okay.
And sometimes when you don't know what your calling is, you're out there wandering around.
So true.
You don't know what you want to do in life, and you feel like you have more purpose, but you just don't know what it is. And so one of the things, when I got into working, I wanted to be healthier. I played college basketball, so I was always into. Oh yeah.
Where?
Played at Benedict College.
Oh, okay.
What position?
Yeah, I played shooting guard. I could shoot that rock.
Woo.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think you're on the court with back a couple of years ago.
And I was very active, and I was really fit then. Of course, when you're in college, you're fit, but at the same time, you're fit and you're partying. You're fit and you're partying.
Yep.
Eating fries and all
exactly.
Stuff, so yeah.
Fast food.
So
Human's worst nightmare.
Exactly.
When I got out of college and everything, I felt like I didn't want to stop moving. Of course, basketball was behind me.
Yes.
Everybody can't make it to the NBA. Everybody can't make it overseas. But I always knew that there was passion to always be moving and exercising.
Oh, wow.
So I started researching about how to get a little bit bigger, because I was 160 pounds soaking wet.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
160
Well,
pounds.
I can't say that. I was about 95. So.
Yeah.
Back then.
And so I started researching, how to get in better shape, how to get a little bit more muscular and put a little bit more weight on. And I started working out, going to the gyms a lot more. And I started noticing personal trainers at that time. And I would get in the gym, be there every single day. And people would still come up to me and ask me, how to do certain things as if I was a trainer there.
Okay.
But I really wasn't. And one day I went up to one of the training managers who were there. And I asked him, I was like, what is it going to take to be a personal trainer?
Wow.
And he was like, you can start tomorrow. I'll give you 3 months to get certified.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I was like,
right there.
okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it was crazy, but I jumped on it, and I haven't looked back.
There you go.
It's one of those things, and I started training people left and right, and people were asking for my services. Like they were watching me, and you never know who's watching you when you're working, and they were observing the way that I trained and my style, and so I gained a lot of members in a very short period of time, and I was like, this is what I want to do.
So
it felt good.
You calling early.
I did.
I was in your 20s.
To help people,
It felt good to help people and to motivate. And then, they trusted me with their fitness. And not only their fitness, but even their mental state, where they were at mentally at that time. And so it was a good thing. It really was.
Wow.
So where did Title Boxing Club come into play?
What I found out about just boxing in general.
Yes, enlighten me.
Yes, because this is the thing about a boxing conditioning workout. So I got to clarify that. At Title Boxing Club, what we do is a fitness-based workout.
Okay.
Okay.
Because sometimes when you hear title boxing club, you think
Everybody
you're
thinks
fighting
boxing.
each
You
other.
think you're training about
Exactly.
boxing. Yeah.
And so it becomes a little intimidating. But with boxing, when I was doing personal training, I pulled out one day some mitts. And I was working with a lady, and I've never done it before. It was her mitts. And she's like, Quentin, I want you to try this with me. My old trainer used to do it. So I started working with her with mitts, and I got really good at it very fast. And this lady did not want to stop doing it.
Wow.
And so I was like, what is it about these mitts and this boxing where this lady just wants to do it every day? So I started doing it with other clients. All of a sudden, start falling in love with it. Every person that I would have hit those mitts, they would fall in love with it. And you can tell by the look on their faces and their body language how it just released something.
Anger.
Yes.
Stress.
It released
Stress
something.
reliever.
Yeah, and so I said, you know what? This is what I want to do. I don't want to be like everybody else. There's a lot of trainers out there in the fitness realm. I said, I want to do something different. And boxing was it. So I dove into boxing. I started studying every aspect about it, started watching fights more. I even started training a couple of amateur fighters.
Oh, wow.
And I said, I want everyday people to feel this.
Okay, wow.
To
Have you
know
ever
what it
considered-
feels like.
Have you ever considered boxing yourself?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
You smart man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not at all. And the reason I say that is because it takes a special person to get in that ring. It really does. Some people
Yes.
fight for different reasons.
But see, I'm kind of allergic to gloves hitting my face, so that ain't quite work for me.
Yeah, and I still got all my teeth.
I like my teeth.
So the nutrition side of things, how did you get in that aspect? Because we kind of touched on the health portion and the fitness portion, the nutrition portion. How is it important for your clients or people that are listeners that are listening, to get that nutrition right? Because the myth is, and I've been using that word, the myth.
Yeah.
We have to find the right foods that is attracted to our body
Yes.
type, or don't eat pork, or don't.
Better
eat,
yet, what food is healthy?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, genetics does play a part in everything,
Okay.
especially when it comes to working out, nutrition, your body type, your body composition.
Right.
It's a lot that plays a role in that. But what I think most people miss about nutrition is it's not one plan is right for the same person, You have to go out, you really have to understand and know your body, because the way you consume calories and burn calories is different from the way another person consumes or burns calories. And so
That's why Weight Watchers doesn't work for everybody.
but there are basic things that people can do to eat better, to form better nutritional habits. And that's the real thing. It's not dieting. They hear.
Yes, please touch on that, because
what's the first 3 words of dieting?
Die.
Oh wow,
Oh.
I never thought of that.
You can't sustain dieting. You just can't.
Yeah.
I found that.
Especially the one with no meats.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got problems.
Why
with
your
that.
lips look like that? Who you looking at? And we fall into this trap of every time something new comes out.
That's true.
Here we go. We got the keto.
Yep.
Now we got intermediate
Yep.
fasting.
Yeah, the
And now we
Atkins diet at one point.
Whatever comes out that's new, that science says is working. Now we're jumping on it because it's advertised.
And I think because some people want quick results.
Yes.
And they don't want to go through as they think, brutal of working out and eating right, like you say, with nutrition. They just want a quick fix. I hear women say all the time.
such thing as a quick.
Well, if you
diet.
if you go to surgery now, liposurgery.
Surgery is the only thing.
And listen,
That's
if some
the
people
only
had
thing
the
that'll
money
get
to
you
do
there.
that, they would do it.
That's exactly right.
And you have men
Exactly.
doing it now.
Oh,
so
yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't let them fool you.
yes.
Men?
You have men doing
wow.
liposuction and things of that nature.
Okay.
I mean, that's
It's very
just the way-
common.
It is.
It's very common.
The industry and our
All
world
righty
has
then.
turned into that.
They want a quick fix.
Yeah.
And can I tell you one thing that has helped me with understanding nutrition and food and staying in shape and really enjoying eating food is that because the way that I was born, and a lot of people don't think about this, the way that I was brought up, I was brought up in the deep country.
Okay, ham hocks.
All right.
Listen,
so listen.
listen.
Let's just get back to what our
Yeah.
parents fed
That's
us.
true. That's true.
Right.
Right? We only know what our parents give us, right?
Exactly.
So if they give us that food, that's what we grow up on.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I found out is as I got older, I had to make a transition. I had to make a change. I had to say, you know what? I've never tried this fruit before, this type of vegetable before, this type,
Exactly.
because if you don't understand the nutritional value of certain foods and you've never had it before, you look at it like it's strange, like, I ain't eating that.
It is.
Because you wasn't brought up on it.
That's true. Like avocado for
Yeah.
me. When I looked at it for the first time, I was like, what is that?
Yeah, and you're not used to eating that.
Exactly.
Guacamole.
So what I've done with myself is I challenge myself now. I don't just take a look at it and I look at how the fruit looks or a piece of food looks and determine how it's going to taste. I'm going to taste it. Okay, I can stand that now.
Yeah.
I can bear that, and I understand now how much
Thinking
nutritional
outside
value.
the box.
Yeah.
That's thinking outside the box.
I did
But how
that
do you
once.
get people to that point? You have, like you say, tradition. We grew up this way. And just say, for instance, you go to the doctor and the doctor says, okay, you need to change. And some people still don't do that. So
Because they're out their comfort zone. They're out the comfort zone. They're comfortable doing what they've been doing for so long that they don't want to change.
well, what is it going to take?
It's their why isn't strong enough.
Yep.
It has.
Yep.
You have to understand that your why has to be stronger than anything. And it should not matter. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If it's that important to you, if it's a matter of life and death, if it's a
That is
matter
so true.
of showing your family or your kids how to eat better, if it's that important,
You're
you'll
gonna do
change.
it. You'll do
That
it.
is so
Why do we have to go to the doctor every time for him to tell us to change our eating habits?
I said that
While
all
you're on
the
your
time.
deathbed, now you got to hear, now it's time to change your eating habits.
But now, see, the thing about it is, you go to a doctor to tell you how to eat, but he doesn't know. He don't know you.
That's right.
That's true.
So how is he really gonna tell you what you should eat and what you shouldn't eat? Because everybody's body reacts
That's true.
differently
Yeah.
to
That's true.
different foods.
And the industry we're in now, this is a $1 billion industry. Health and fitness and wellness
Right.
is a $1 billion industry
And
when
you
it
have
comes
some
to.
trainers, don't mean to cut you off,
Yeah.
that come into business and they look for, monetary or want to get to glory and not really have the best interest of the client.
Absolutely.
I mean, because you do have those,
Yeah.
for money. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
That brings me to this point right here. The Zumba stuff.
Okay, let me tell you this then. Let me put it like this. I believe in this industry now, if you are moving, she might not be where she needs to be. He might not need to be where she wants to be as of now.
Right.
And you might have some struggles and some issues, but she's up there moving. He's up there moving. He's, and that's,
Okay.
you gotta,
Okay.
you can't let your size or anything
Well,
stop
yeah,
you
yeah.
from, leading other people, working other people. Yeah, you're supposed to be the example. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But what is that person's journey right now? That person might be going through a journey and a transition
Now you make a good point.
and still
You make a good
enjoy leading other people.
point. Right. To help
know?
them to
That's
go on
true.
that journey with them.
That's exactly
Okay.
right.
That goes with
I
that,
get that. I get it.
the balance of being the mind, body, and soul. And I think the health and the fitness part plays a big factor in that. Can you kind of touch bases on how it is important to have that balance in life, meaning mind, body,
Yeah.
and soul to the best of your ability? Because a lot of times we struggle with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And we are off course, off balance.
Yeah.
Whether it's mentally, meaning we worked.
Y'all better have me clapping up in this thing. Because I love this. I love talking about this.
Meaning we work so many hours and we don't, have that time for ourselves, which
Yeah.
is important.
Yeah.
Or to put time into for fitness and eating, or we eating on the go, we
Too busy.
Exactly,
Yeah. Too
too
busy.
busy picking up that Big Mac,
Yeah.
at McDonald's, where we can have a apple or a banana in our car, you know.
Yeah.
So can you kind of like touch on that and the importance of having that balance with mind, body,
Yeah.
and soul when it comes to the health and fitness part?
She put a lot on you.
I know,
She did.
but I know he likes talking about it.
I love
Yeah.
talking about that part of it, because if you could see my hat right now, this is my logo
Oh wow.
for Q-tips.
See, I did not even
Oh,
know
okay.
that.
And this stands for mind, body, and spirit.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
Okay. And I do videos and video blogs, and it's called Q-tips.
Okay.
And so these are all practical tips that I give people about coaching them through
So wait,
a healthy mind
you ain't get no letter from
body,
Johnson & Johnson yet, did you?
and spirit.
You ain't get no letter from Johnson & Johnson
No, why you
yet,
say
did
that?
you?
Not yet.
The Q-tips.
No, they can't take that. They got their Q-tips. I'm a Q.
He's
I'm just
quitting.
saying.
But I
Yeah.
wanted to really talk about the mind, the body, and the spirit in my videos, because I've seen so many different instances over the past 18 years of why people succeed in their health and why people fail. And
Wow.
one of the main reasons why most people fail is because they don't get their mind set right first.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is
That's
deep.
deep.
a,
That's
That's
deep.
a
deep.
mindset.
Yeah.
Because that right there controls everything. I don't
It
care
does.
if
It
you
does.
go out and lose 20 pounds. If you don't have your mind right first, that means now changing the way you think, the way you see things. You know, if you don't get that part first,
Yeah.
then you're destined.
go back to the
yeah,
same
you're
thing
destined
you
to
were
go
doing.
back to old habits.
Yep.
The body is another thing. Of course, you have to know your body.
That's
You
so
have to
true.
understand the body.
Right.
A lot of people don't. They're not educated on how their body works.
That's true.
They're not.
That's
You
true.
just know a couple of things. Your
Right.
heart, your liver,
Right.
you know. But it's a
You know
lot
the main
more
thing. You know the main
on
thing.
how your body works. Plus, you have to take care of it physically. You have to work out. So the body's important. But the last one, the mother of them all, your spirit.
Oh wow.
What goes in it and what comes out of it. Same as with food.
Wow.
You have to watch what goes into your body spiritually. And a lot of people don't understand that, and what's harbored in there spiritually. Over the years, what have you gotten caught up with? Still people living out hatred and anger
Right.
and
That's so
bitterness.
true.
Right.
And it's eating them up inside
true. Right.
physically.
So true.
Stress. You know, all that stuff that we allow to come in. Toxic stuff,
Yes.
just like toxic food and stuff. They allow it to come in. We allow it to come in because I got to
That's true.
include me.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
we allow it to come
Exactly.
in, and we never cleanse that. We never detox spiritually.
Wow.
So if you see how it's all connected,
Yep.
you're never gonna have one. All right,
That's
that's
so
100% there, and then the other one's 100%, and then the other one. You're gonna be. It's probably 50. It's probably 60% here. You probably might be 80% here, but trying to find that balance
Balance.
between all three. That's what I call healthy.
That
You
is
know,
so
we need
true.
to make sure this get to Washington, you know, because somebody needs some detoxing up there. They need a whole lot of detoxing up
Ah, number 45.
Yes,
Gonna
yes,
leave it like
yes,
that.
yes,
Yes. Wow.
But let me ask you this. Okay, a lot of people like to use diet pills and stuff like that. I know it to me that's like trying to make a quick fix out of
Yeah.
something. But have you found that ever works?
In some instances, yes, and some no.
Okay.
And let me explain what I mean by yes and no. Supplements work,
Okay.
but the word supplement mean what?
In addition.
In addition
to.
Supplements work.
Wow.
Now, the ones that are regulated and they prove to do what they're supposed to do. If you want to take a diet pill and it's proven to do this, clinically proven to do this, it probably has the ingredients in there to be able to do what it needs to do. In addition to a good nutrition plan, a healthy eating
Oh,
habit.
wow.
See,
So-
when they do the commercials, they got people believing they just take those
Yeah.
pills and
And that's
they're good.
it.
Yeah, and a lot of people fall into that.
Yeah.
They never go and educate themselves on how to properly feed their body, how to properly train their body. they just rely on the quick fix. They
Right,
rely on
right.
what the television says. Now, you know how television is.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah. Oh yeah.
They gonna make you
brainwash.
all
As I
look like
call
you
the
got
media.
6-pack abs. And they gonna make you
Yes,
all
yes,
look ripped.
yes, yes.
But they don't ever tell you, hey, how committed are you? You know,
Wow.
how consistent are you? Are you going to
Exactly.
form healthy habits? You got to be consistent.
And Photoshop is a wonderful thing.
It sure
boy.
is.
Photoshop is wonderful.
So how many times should a person eat? I've heard a day. I've heard between 6 to 8 small
Oh,
meals,
yeah.
or I mean, can you educate our
How
viewers,
is that
our audience?
even going?
Yeah.
How is that possible with the everyday lifestyle?
Exactly,
Of
of a working
people?
schedule.
Yeah. You know, me personally, and I'm going to tell you this, I am not a dietitian. That's not
Okay.
what I do.
Okay.
You know, you have to understand that dietitians go to college and school to be what they are. All right?
Okay.
But what I can tell you is this about eating. You breakfast, starting your day, breaking a fast, getting your body the right nutrients early in the morning so that way you have energy. Energy for the next couple of hours, especially if you're working. You need to be able to think clearly.
That's true.
Right.
Probably have the right mental state.
Yeah.
And certain foods do that early in the morning in your body when it gets into your system. Now, snacking is a great thing when you're snacking.
Chips.
Yeah, when you're
Not
snacking
chips.
healthy. It cuts.
Chips is not a snack.
I know, but I love chips.
You know chips ain't a snack. Yeah.
Especially those honey barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Lay's.
See.
I'm throwing it
Yeah.
out there.
We all got those vices.
Exactly.
We all got them.
That's the demons. Get
Yeah.
them out.
But snacking, you know, healthy snacks throughout the day as well, you know, help keep your energy levels up. You know, keep those hunger pains, those sugar
Yeah.
cravings down.
Yeesh.
And, you know, that hits us in the middle of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, you don't want to overeat throughout the day because then you're going to crash. You put all those carbs into your
Yep.
body, those heavy breads and, you know, really heavy potatoes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Next thing you know, you're sitting at the desk dozing off. You fighting.
Catching itis.
Yeah.
So when's
Catching
the
itis.
latest time to eat? I've heard cut off at 7 or 8,
You know,
or it depends.
I think that depends.
Okay.
I have some people who work out late and they need to eat
That's
after
true.
they work out.
Yeah, me.
You know, that might be a person that might eat at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. But it depends on, again, what they eat at that time.
But as
It
long
has
as
to
you
have
don't-
value in it.
Yeah, as long as you don't go to
Yeah.
bed right after that.
It has to have value in it, though.
Yeah.
It has to complement what they just did, their workout.
Oh, gotcha.
You know?
Now,
Understanding that, yeah.
question. Let me go back to the snack thing. Okay, a lot of people use granola bars and protein bars and all that, but a lot of them have chocolate and all that stuff in it.
Yeah.
So
And sugars.
that's a lot of
Sugar-
sugar
sugar.
stuff. So
Yeah.
how does that? How's that healthy?
You know, understanding how to read ingredients, that's another thing that we really need to educate ourselves on.
Right.
Because if you can't pronounce it, they say, then you shouldn't eat it.
Wow.
There's a lot of things I can't pronounce.
Yeah.
I be looking at it sometimes like, okay, I'm gonna Google this real quick to find out what this is. You know, I
Google
don't
is
know
his
sometimes.
friend.
And
But I-
you still don't know when you look at the menu.
But I do know that a lot of these protein bars are loaded with sugar alcohol.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of people don't know that. They just see protein. We are so
Exactly.
obsessed now
Right.
with protein that you don't even see half the other stuff that is
Exactly.
in the bar.
Wow.
And then does it fit within your calorie range throughout the day? Because if you're packing on sugars along with it, you know, and you're eating 3 or 4 of those a day, and you think you're
Exactly.
losing weight,
No,
Wow.
no,
you
you're not.
might
thought of that.
be, you know, stalling that process a little bit. You could be losing more if you ate a little bit cleaner. I found that just eating everything individually now works a lot better for me. Like I find like eating like nuts separately. I'll eat fruit with my nuts.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and I put them together. I eat yogurt, fruit, nuts, stuff like that.
Yes,
That,
yes.
I know I made that myself.
Yes.
You know, it ain't-
Exactly.
This
Right.
is all Q's ingredients.
Okay.
And so it makes it simple for me.
Now, speaking of fruits, a lot of people saying fruits are not exactly healthy for you because of the
certain.
sugars,
Yeah.
because of the sugars and syrup. I know some people say it's like moderation, but other people saying they're not good, period. So
Yeah.
what's your input on that?
Can I go back to I'm not a dietitian?
Yes.
But no,
It's like
I just gotta-
allegedly.
I mean, if we really sit here and think about that, right? Yeah, we have food sensitivities. You have to know your body.
That's
Yeah,
so true.
true.
You when you go to the doctor and you know whatever skin doctor, they tell you your body is allergic to this certain type of fruit or whatever,
Yes.
then you got to stay away from it. But God created so many different types of fruits.
That is,
Yeah.
and that
And
is
this
so
is
good.
from and it's from the earth and it's organic and you know it's grown right. I don't. For me, I'm not allergic to any type of fruits. I can eat anything out there. And for some people, yeah, the sugars might be a little bit too much for them. You got to know, you know, where you're at in your meal planning and your macronutrients.
Exactly.
But getting 3 servings of fruits in, which apples, it could be grapefruit. I eat a lot of grapefruits and stuff like that. It doesn't harm me as much. But again, different body types.
Right.
You know, people are different in certain ways, but I would never say don't ever eat fruits. That just
Right.
doesn't make sense. It really
But
doesn't.
you know, I think a lot of it is it's not the actual fruits that's bad for you. It's the stuff they put on them when they grow them.
Yeah.
Like all the chemicals.
The pesticides
That's
and all
what
those
I think that
different
affects a
things.
lot of people too.
Yeah.
So you know. But speaking of fruits, you know I always got stuff.
Exactly.
Smoothies. What? How
I
you
think
feel
if
about
you make
smoothies?
them by your,
Charmaine, go ahead and say it.
if
Okay.
you make them yourself, buy your own ingredients to do your own smoothies. I think
Yes.
that'd be better.
So what's the best smoothies to make?
I like Smoothie King.
I'm not going to give him a plug like that. Smoothie King is okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to knock any of the smoothie places, but I've learned just to make my own.
Okay.
First of all, I like to save money. I cannot
Look,
go
we
and spend
there.
that
We
much
there.
money every day on a smoothie. That's just
Exactly.
me personally.
Exactly.
I'd rather go to the store, get all my stuff together, get my protein because I can get 30 servings for a certain amount. By that time I add all that up, man, I can get a lot of smoothies in per week, per
Yep.
month.
Yep.
And I like to make all of mine and myself. I like to make them natural. You know, I love spinach and I love kale. And also I love putting like a little bit of natural peanut butter in it with some bananas.
Okay,
You know?
so what should you put in one and what shouldn't you put in
Now
one?
you have to research that.
Okay.
Because there are some out there that, you know, they'll tell you websites certain things are good to mix with certain things.
Right.
I'm kind of a stickler to the same thing. Once I find something I like, I can
stick
eat
with
the
it.
same thing
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
I don't have to venture
Yeah.
out.
Right.
And I stick with the same thing every morning when I get up. I make 2 smoothies a day. I make one in the morning, and then I make another one in the afternoon. I got my little Ninja, best invention ever. I mean, not the Ninja, but the NutriBullet.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, I'm done. You know, so as simple as that.
So is the smoothie supposed to take the place of a meal, or what exactly is the purpose of the smoothie?
It's not so. And when you think about it, a smoothie with all the ingredients, especially if you're putting a lot of things there, kale, spinach, peanut butter, the protein, that's a meal for me.
Okay.
That, you know, I'm looking at 200-300
So you can
calories.
use it. You can
Yeah,
use it.
that's a
okay.
meal for me. Meal replacements are different. There are meal replacement shakes out there. Those are different from actual, you know, making your own smoothies.
Okay. So a lot of people confuse that.
Yeah.
A lot of
Wow.
people confuse that.
Yeah, the meal replacement and the smoothies. Okay, so throughout your whole 18 years of your health and fitness, what is your most memorable client or story that kind of touched
man.
you in a way? Yeah, I'm sure.
I got
I'm
so
sure it's
ma-
so many.
I got so many.
But just name maybe one or two that kind of stood out that stuck right to your guts and like, wow, I really made a difference in
Yeah.
that person or people or whatever.
Well, I honestly cannot point to one person. But I can tell you, for me, what I get from helping people, it becomes like that's my high. I don't know. It's a euphoria that I feel when I'm talking to somebody.
Wow. Yes.
You can tell a lot about a person when you're holding a conversation with them in the
That's so
first
true.
5 minutes of the conversation when they talk to me about fitness and where they want to be, because they expose so many different things about themselves that that over time they've gotten a certain way and they feel bad about it. They've let
Yes,
themselves
yes.
go. They've let life and kids and husbands and wives getting in the way of them feeling good about themselves and looking good. And a lot of women are very open about that. Men, we're different. When men come to me, they just want to get in shape.
Yep. Pretty much.
You don't want to gain some mass. They're not going to open up.
We emotional.
Yes.
So it's
We
always
ain't
something
come,
that's
look, we ain't
tied.
come in there. Look, we want to get cut. We want to
Yeah.
get abs. We good.
And women come in and
It's
they
emotional
really want
at that time, at that point.
because they want
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
They really want help. And so for me, that touches my heart, man. And I'm like, you can do this. Don't worry. You've come to the right person, because I know that. You have to be
Yeah.
aware of who you are allowing
Exactly.
to speak into you,
That is so
who
true.
you are allowing to guide you in this journey.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just go places and go to people, and they're not even really spiritually connected. Now, sometimes it works. Sometimes it
That's true.
works, because if they're just there to get fit, then that's all you're going to get.
Yeah.
But if you're there to get healthy, mind, body, spirit,
Exactly.
you really got to research, understand who you're going to, check out reference, ask around about certain instructors,
Right.
trainers.
That's true. Yeah,
Find
that-
out about
that
their
is true.
reputation.
But at the end of the day, you're only going to get what you put into it.
Yes.
You're only going to get out what you put
That's
into
true.
it. So if you go in there thinking they're going to work miracles without you doing anything,
Yeah.
it's not going to work.
Yeah,
I
and
think
not
for
gonna work.
most part, from a woman's perspective, when we come in and say we want help for us losing weight, of course, it's already a mindset. It's emotional, and even if we, as a woman coming into you, just say as a client, said, "Okay, Quentin, I need whatever." We're at the point, like you said, we want help. So as time goes on, when we start feeling good about ourselves, of course our mindset
Yeah.
changes, because we're emotional, and that goes with working out. I always tell people I work out, because that's my stress reliever.
Yeah.
So it works for me. And sometimes
That's exactly
I think
right.
anybody,
Yeah, it
male or
does.
female, you need an outlet.
You do.
because
It is.
we go through whatever in life, like you say, journeys, ups and downs. So you need an outlet.
Because
You
if
do.
you think about it, if you get yourself in shape, your body's gonna feel better. Your body feels better, your mind's gonna feel better.
It's
Less
all
things are gonna stress
connected.
you out.
Yep.
So I mean, it's all about you.
It is. And another thing too is when you're wanting to get yourself healthier, and remember what I mean by healthy: mind,
Right.
body, spirit.
Mind, body, spirit. Yeah.
Don't expect everybody to support your journey.
Oh no, you're gonna have a lot of haters.
And I
Because they're
mean
gonna
that.
try to bring you like crabs in a bucket.
Don't expect everybody to support your journey. I've seen instances over the years where wives would come in, they'll come in without their husbands, they will start this journey, right? And they'll tell me, hey, my husband, he still wants to eat this way, and I'm struggling
That
with that.
happens a lot.
And I have to cook this way, and I have to cook this way, but then I got to cook my food, and I don't know what to do. And a lot, and it's vice versa sometimes.
Yes.
They don't support each other
Right.
in the journey, right? Or whatever their goal is. So I tell you, going into it, don't expect everybody to support your journey.
Wow.
You go into it with the mindset, this is about me.
That's where the mental
It is
toughness
about
come in.
me because
Yes.
I need something from this.
Right, mental
I need my
toughness.
confidence back. I need my
Yep.
health back.
Exactly.
You know, I need certain
Emotional.
things.
Need your mojo.
Yes,
Yeah.
the
Need that
emotional
mojo back.
stability.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
we want to look good for our significant others, but
Right.
part of it is I'm going to look good for myself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I want to
That's the
fit good in
main
my
part.
clothes again.
Yeah.
I know how my girlfriends look over there now, and then I go around my girlfriends and now I look like this, or
Yes.
I go around my guy friends and I look like this.
Now I'm glad you said that. That brings up another point. Realistic goal setting. That plays a very important part of this whole
Yes,
thing.
yes,
Because
yes.
some people they go by weight. They want to go. I want to lose 50 pounds.
Yeah.
You do that. You're not really gonna achieve. I mean, you might achieve it, but you're
Just know
gonna
it's
give
a
up in the long
journey.
run.
Yeah.
It's a journey, though.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's a journey. Like some people start at the top of the year. Oh, it's January. That's a new year.
Okay.
I want to lose. I'm in the gym for about a month.
Okay,
And then
Yeah.
around
but you lose the
March,
50 pounds. Then what? You lose the 50 pounds. Then what? What's
it
next?
should be about maintaining.
It should
And
be.
I think it's a lifestyle. You know, I
Yes.
don't say just working out. Some people I'm like, no, it's a lifestyle. You have to incorporate it in your life
Yeah, but like Q said, you reach that goal, but then you don't have the mindset.
to
You're gonna
maintain.
go back the same way you
Yeah.
came from, and you're gonna have
Yeah.
the 50
To
pounds
maintain.
right back.
Yeah, like some people lose weight for a cruise or, you know, for a
Exactly,
birthday.
exactly.
Come on. But how do
Exactly.
you go beyond that, maintaining, you know, after, like Carl say, that realistic goal?
Yeah. I I would tell you, yeah, there are a lot of people who set very, very high goals and you know they hold themselves to a very high standard. I gotta lose this 100 pounds or 70 pounds or 80 pounds by this such and such time. That's great. All right. But if I was to ask probably 70% of people that come to me sometimes, why are you doing this? And what are you going to do? What are your steps you're going to take to get there? They can't tell you.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
They can't tell you. So again, understanding that fitness professionals now, that's what we are here for. And I'm speaking for all my fitness professionals out there. There are some very reputable ones out here. There are some who are really good at what they do. Sit down with somebody who is a fitness professional. Lay out your plans, your goals, and be specific. This is
Right.
the thing. Being specific about how you're going to attain them. And it could be something simple as the first 4 weeks, I want my sleeping pattern to be better. I want to
I'll
be
have
able
to
to
work
walk
on that.
3 more laps, 3 more laps than I did
already
last
good.
time.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to set a specific weight loss goal sometime? Absolutely. If you want to do that, I want to lose 8 pounds within the first month.
So you think it's better to set short-term goals
Yes.
as well as long-term goals?
Yes. Short-term goals, they give you more sense of gratification when you reach them because they're
true.
very short.
Yep.
Right?
And you know
Right.
you can do
Set
it.
a 4-week goal, right? I don't care if it's a 2-week goal, 4-week goal. When you reach that goal, and even if you come close to it, let's just say you lose 4 pounds in 2 weeks, right? That's people don't understand how significant that is
That
for a
is.
person who's probably hadn't lost weight in the last year, 2, 3 years.
Right.
Right? That means something changed. That means some type of habit changed.
Change, right.
it.
That means
Yes.
something, yeah, you know,
Something worked.
something's
Exactly.
working, and you got to celebrate that 4 pounds.
Wow.
And I don't mean celebrate by going out and go party.
No get no
And drink-
cupcakes.
Right?
Getting cupcakes.
Exactly.
Yes, you got to spiritually celebrate
Right.
and say, you know what, that felt good. I know that if I see 4 pounds this 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks, I'm going stronger. I'm gonna go even harder. I'm gonna go even better this next 2 weeks. And so you got to celebrate those things.
Okay. Now, what do you think about going into a workout, not setting any goals?
Sorry about that.
Okay.
It's like you're in a hamster wheel.
Right.
It's like you're
Wow.
just turning. Now he burning calories. That hamster is going.
But you don't know where you're going.
But you don't know where you're going.
to.
You
Exactly.
stay on that
Wow.
that little wheel the whole entire time.
Right.
One of the things that I've found over the years too is most people will get a gym membership, right? And they have absolutely no clue what to do when they get in there.
You right
Please
about
speak
that.
on that.
And that is exactly
Please
why.
speak on that. The lifting weights, you know, properly.
If you do not
all
know
that
how to
stuff.
lift weights properly, you will hurt yourself.
Some
Yeah.
people will do
You
it.
will
though.
hurt
But
yourself.
not only that, because you don't know what you're doing when you get in there, and all you know to do is go get on the treadmill, you don't see any progress.
Nope.
And what does that do for you mentally?
That's true.
Makes you stop going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
'Cause
been
I don't
coming
see no
in here.
results. Yeah.
I'm not seeing any results. Again, yeah, most big box gyms, you take your membership, you go in, you work out. That's what they're designed to do.
Yeah.
They're not there. Now, if you want to get some extra help by hiring a trainer, be prepared to invest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that in a second.
Exactly.
Be prepared to invest. If you're not going to invest, just know you're in there by yourself.
Self.
Yep.
All right? So that's why people come to places like Title Boxing Club.
There you go. There you go.
Yes, lead right into
Yes,
There you
you know,
go.
I had to put
Yeah.
our plug in there because
Exactly.
we get so many of those type people.
Wow.
They come to me and they say, I just don't know what to do when I get in there. And most people are not going to miss $10 a month,
Yeah.
$20 a month. So it doesn't even, they don't even care if it's being swiped every
Yeah.
month.
Right.
Exactly.
They come to us because they need somebody to keep them accountable. Show me what to do. Tell me what to do, and I'll do it because I want to get
That
to
is
where I
true.
want to be.
Right.
That is true.
Right. Accountability is the biggest thing right there.
And it's a more personal
Because if you're in there
feel,
by
too.
yourself,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't have the willpower to
Yes.
stay.
Yes.
I'm included. I put myself in there. I don't. Because if I had a membership to Planet Fitness, had it for a year. I went to that gym 0 times.
Yeah.
So I pretty much gave them
Yeah.
what, $120
Exactly.
of my money.
You know how
Wow.
many people really do not like working out, but they know they have to?
Me.
That's true.
Me.
That's why it's so important to find a workout that you can enjoy
Exactly.
doing.
Exactly.
That
You know,
is important.
and have
It is.
fun doing
Yeah,
it.
touch on that.
Exactly.
That's
Because
important.
a lot of people just do the norm. They go get a membership because they know they got to get in shape. They got to get
Yes,
moving.
yes.
Right.
And they will go and just go get a regular gym membership. That's great.
Yes.
If you're educated enough to understand how to go in there and navigate around the gym. But if that's not you, there are plenty of great programs out there. I know you touched on Zumba earlier, but Zumba is a workout.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It is a workout.
If it's taught the right
So
way.
There you go. There you go.
If it's taught the right way, you can
Yes.
get an amazing one from Zumba. But at least you're moving, you're working. It's keeping your interest.
Right, right.
There are some people who just love Zumba.
See, I'm
That's
like
their
that.
thing. It's keeping their
Keeping
interest.
my interest.
Title Boxing Club is one of those places. It keeps your
It does.
interest from class to class. You don't. This is the only business I've ever been in when in fitness where I don't worry about people complaining about being at their workout.
That's
They
true.
want to be there.
Yeah, that's
They-
true.
Well, I'm put it like this. I went to one of y'all classes. I went to one of y'all classes. I'm a little sore afterwards, but it puts you in a different mindset. It puts you in you have an alter ego.
Exactly.
Because you actually think you're in the ring boxing somebody. And you get to hit somebody. You taking a bag at somebody else. So, hey.
Well, I
It
like
release all of that.
I like the one-on-one interaction.
Yes. Yes.
You know, the instructors walking around really telling you
I like that too.
techniques.
I like that
Which is
too.
important, something that you like you said, you don't get sometimes at
And
your
they
bigger
make sure-
gym.
and they make sure you're doing it right.
Exactly, and make sure that you're doing
Yeah.
it right. So I definitely want to plug that in there. So I think I like that more because I'm the type of person I lose interest. So
Yes.
I go from here,
Right.
this and that.
You and 50% of the
Yes.
people that are in, they lose interest very quickly.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I need something to keep my attention, and I think I like that more personal interaction
But I will
more than
say-
anything.
I respect boxers a whole lot more now.
Yes, and I encourage our listeners to definitely check out Title Boxing Club.
Yes,
Definitely
yes,
get a
yes.
good workout, overall workout.
And you will have fun doing it.
Exactly.
You will have fun
And all
doing it.
classes are not the same, so that's another thing that I like that keeps my interest as well.
That's a good thing. That's a
Yes.
real good thing.
So is
Something
that-
different.
Yeah, so is there anything you want our listeners to know? What's coming up for Title Boxing or,
Well, in general, of
Mm-hmm.
course, Title Boxing Club, we're here for you guys. Don't let the boxing part keep you
Fear.
from coming in and checking out classes and understanding what we are and what we do.
It's a fitness place. It's
Yes.
not a boxing club.
Yes.
Exactly.
I will tell you this. Yeah, we have probably just as many women and maybe even more
Yep.
in our club as we
Yep.
do men. And we are a club. We're not a gym. We differentiate ourselves
There you
in
go.
Wow.
every
I like
aspect
that.
of that.
There
We
you
don't
go.
try to compete with those gyms. We don't. We're a club.
Well, tell
And
me
when
where your
you-
locations are.
Yes.
We have one right here in Sand Hills, right next to the Smoothie King. How inconvenient
go.
is that? And then we also have one in the Harbison area, right beside Blaze Pizza in Harbison.
Okay.
Okay, so the fitness class is the only thing y'all do at Title Boxing Club?
We do
or-
one-on-one training as well.
Okay.
For people who want to dive a little bit deeper into doing some mid training and understanding boxing,
Okay.
in a little bit more in depth, we do provide one-on-one training.
Okay.
And I will also say this, outside of Title Boxing Club, what I want people to understand about their goals this year is that don't wait for a number or a year to have you thinking differently about your fitness goals and your health. A new year should not have to come around
That is true.
for you to have to
Set goals.
set
Exactly.
goals.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people are ditching resolutions now. I ask people now,
Yep.
they won't even set them. You know why? Because they're scared they're not going to
Yep.
make it.
It's
You know, they're
that's
scared they're
true.
going to
Yep.
break
That
it.
is true. That
You
is
know,
true.
I get some people don't want to tell me. They don't even want to tell me. And I know they got some.
Yes.
But they
So-
usually break them by the second week, so.
And so what I would
is true.
tell you is for this year, start enjoying fitness. Find something that you can enjoy doing.
Yes, some good
Don't
points.
don't rush
Yes.
trying to get the weight off or getting in shape in 1 week or 2 weeks. Really understand and educate yourself more about food, and it's very easy to do by Googling certain things.
Google is my friend.
You know, and
Or Siri.
Yeah.
and know that nutrition is something that you form habits over time. It's not a diet. Remember what diet is? The first 3 words?
Die. D-I-E.
All right. It is
Wow.
more of forming habits, staying consistent, and making this a way of life and enjoying it.
Wow. All right.
That's where the mental part comes in.
Well, we want to thank Quentin Akins.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate
Yes.
it.
Thank you, guys.
A lot of knowledge.
Yes,
lot of
the
knowledge,
health
lot of
and
knowledge.
fitness, and for our listeners,
Yeah.
please try to find that balance with your mind, body, and soul. Thank you again, Quentin Q,
Yeah.
for touching
Q.
those
you, guys.
points and
I'm
giving
still calling
some
you DJ. So.
giving information about the health and nutrition and how important it is to have our spirit right, what we bring in, what we are taking our bodies. And that is so important to help out with that balance of the mind, body, and soul.
Willpower is so important.
Yes,
Keep a
let's
strong
get it together,
mind.
people.
Continue
Yes,
what
yes.
you do.
Yes, health and fitness.
Yes.
And remember, you only get out what you put in.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
only get out what you put in.
You only have one body.
Yep. You only got one body, one life.
So let's
That's
make
all
the
you
best
got.
of it.
Listen, you get artificial stuff in there, but that ain't yours. That ain't yours. That's rented.
Okay, that's going to conclude our episode for health and fitness this week. Please go to our website, ringsiderhetoric.com. Check out our Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram.
Yep. Ringside Rhetoric.
All right.
And if you got a topic that you want us to talk about, hit us up on our email.
Please.
rsrhetoric@gmail.com. rsrhetoric@gmail.com. See, I got real good at
He
spelling
got
it.
it correct.
All right.
Yes, and please check us out every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
We drop new episodes every Tuesday.
Yes, and we are Ringside Rhetoric, where we are hitting truth in the face.
She's hitting today.
Yes, it's not kicking.
We'll see y'all next week.
All right, peace.
It's your man's It's DJ Steele along with Miss Charmaine. We're hitting truth in the face, cause that's our claim to fame. We're gonna talk about the topics no one talks about. We gotta find us a solution to the problem we got. It's time to take it to the ring, let's get it on and pop in. We're strapping on the gloves so we can get this thing rocking. Gonna keep it 100, that's as real as it gets. Now it's time to hit you with that ringside rhetoric. We're gonna hit you with the
our thing. This is round 2 and what we say Mike's thing. We coming live, hitting truth in the face, popping good topics so that you can relate. So take a backseat to the BS chatter. Recognize real on the topics that matter to our society. Let go of your pride. Listen real close as we take you ringside.
Heavyweight bout, hitting every topic's what the show is about. We hit 'em with a left, we hit 'em with a right. We got a KO, we on fire tonight. One topic down, now we're looking for some others. As long as God's first, the real will be uncovered. Body blow, headshot, then another body blow. Now that we have your attention, on with the show.